was just seen as betrayer. How did he betray? What did he do? People are still asking across the globe, what did the governor do that warranted impeachment move that failed? So, and the governor too, since Fubara too, has not said anything. It was like the case when Wike and Rotimi Amechi were fighting. Wike said, if you talk, I will talk. Rotimi Amechi to say, if you two talk, I will talk. But none of them ever talk till today. So we've not really known the offense since Fubara committed. And since Fubara too has not been so magnanimous to tell us the offense he committed. That is it. But can I tell you something? If it was a personal disagreement between the former governor and the incumbent governor, it's a very sad situation we have found ourselves in Rivers State today. But I think I mentioned something during my intro. I said the way I saw Rivers politics then is not the way it is now. But it's an unfortunate situation we have found ourselves in Rivers State today. Politics is being played in the 774 local governments in Nigeria, 36 states in the country with the Federal Capital Territory. But every day you wake up now, it's a new story, negative story about Rivers State politics. So it's a very sad one. Nobody is happy to do this. And adversely, it must be affecting the economy of the state. But possibly the governor in charge might be trying to, do some other things. But I know a lot of persons, because at times when people like us speak on radio, we talk on TV, we talk on newspaper, people overseas will be calling me, be careful, you are in Rivers State. And I say, well, it is not as turbulent as people are seeing it out there. But then, in a state whereby friends are no longer friends, in a state whereby families are no longer families, because there are some friends now that might be sitting down, maybe taking some bottles of drink. There is a particular song some people might sing, some people will walk out of that place. There's another song they will sing, another set of people will walk out of that place. That is it. In a home, you see the husband supporting this, you see the wife supporting the other one, you see brother supporting this, you see another brother supporting the other one. So even in the church member, some are supporting this, some are supporting that. So to me, anything that is not giving growth to peaceful coexistence, I think is an abnormality. And I will still call on the political leaders, traditional leaders, religious leaders in the state to wade into this if they may be able to do something meaningful. Because if the thing continue like this, I don't think it will be okay for this state. And anything that is not too okay for Rivers State may not be too okay for the Niger Delta. And we know that anything that is not too okay for the Niger Delta may not be too good for this country economically. To me, the major thing I want to say here is this. He handpicked him to be the gubernatorial candidate of PDP then. That was what he did. That was the single thing he did for the governor. Because former Governor Wike has only power. There is no weighted vote in Nigeria Constitution. The vote of an 18-year-old boy is as valued as the weight of the vote of a 90-year-old non-Nigerian. So what the governor did then, he assisted Governor Fubara to emerge as the gubernatorial candidate of PDP. Then the people of Rivers State decided to vote for PDP and for Fubara. That is it. So when people say he helped, he was the one that made him, no. Former Governor Wike was not the one that made him the governor. Point of corrections. Former Governor Wike assisted him to emerge as the gubernatorial candidate of the PDP. Then the people of Rivers State decided to vote for him. It's as clear as that. Then, up till today, we've not really had, because recently Okinbaloye interviewed the former governor, and the former governor could not point at something he was just seeing as betrayal. How did he betray? What did he do? People are still asking across the globe, what did the governor do that warranted impeachment move that failed? So, and the governor too, Wike and Fubara too, has not said anything. It was like the case when Wike and Rotimi Amaechi were fighting. Wike said, if you talk, I will talk. Rotimi Amaechi too say, if you two talk, I will talk. But none of them ever talk till today. So we've not really known the offense Wike and Fubara committed. And Wike and Fubara too has not been so magnanimous to tell us the offense he committed. That is it. But can I tell you something? If it was a personal disagreement between the former governor and the incumbent governor, it wouldn't have been business of anybody. So far, the brouhaha between them, so far it will not affect the will of progress in the governance of Rivers State. It is not my business. Let them fight, let them quarrel. But if it is going to affect adversely the security, the economy, the peaceful coexistence in Rivers State, then something must be done. There must be an intervention. And upon all this, there is only one single person. There is only one single person that can intervene in this matter. In Nigeria today, it's only one single person that can intervene and the problem will be solved. The person has the right to call his own Wike to order. Based on another reasons, he has the right to call the governor to order. Despite that, the fact that the governor does not report to him. Who is that person? The President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is the person I'm talking about. That is the person, not the type of intervention that time. As the president, Wike is working for him. He recruited Wike. He had the right to call Wike to order. Stop that fight in Rivers State. Because if Rivers State catch fire, the economy of Nigeria will catch fire. That is one. Then, as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces Federal Republic of Nigeria, he had the right to summon the governor and tell the governor, please, you know the volatile situation we have always been facing in Rivers State. If this situation aggravates more than this, it might affect security. And high level of insecurity will affect enormously economy. When it affects economy, the peaceful coexistence among all and sundry will be affected. So based on the security implication, the president can call on the governor to advise him. Because the governor is not the subordinate of Mr. President. A lot of people are making mistakes. The governor is not a subordinate of Mr. President. He does not report to Mr. President. So, based on the security, he can call on the governor. Then based on, because if this thing continues like this, the enmity a lot of people will be having for years or Wike will be affecting the political future of Mr. President. So, if Mr. President can call Nyesom Wike to order as somebody that he employed, then he can use the security angle to advise the governor. Immediately the governor called on Wike. Wike will no longer talk again. You see, I don't like to join others to sound hyperbolical. You understand? The only consequences is security consequence. You understand? Because the thing is divided. A lot of persons belong to this, a lot of persons belong to this. And they are becoming a parallel line that may never meet. So if there is any time they will ever meet, there will be a spark. And that spark may engulf the state. So apart from the security implication, I don't think there's anything. Since Fubara is not going to lose anything. Today, I just believe within myself that there is nothing like impeachment that will come towards him. Because if any move like that, I think a lot of people will resist it. Totally. So I don't think anybody will be dabbling to impeachment of a thing. If Nyesom Wike and Fubara, if they decide not to talk for the rest of their life and God give them above 100 years, so be it. It won't put food or remove food on nobody's table. You understand? What is all about this? It's because of the future political relevance that is bringing about this. And there is nothing anybody can do. If the River State people say they are going to vote for Fubara again, even if Fubara come as an independent candidate, if the people made up their mind that they are going to vote for him, he will still win. But then, for peace to reign, I would have been saying this thing on several platforms, that no matter the little anybody must have done to assist you in the past, nobody is permitted to be an ingrate. Even our Lord Jesus Christ, he's 10 persons. Only one person went back to appreciate him. And he said, where are the remaining 9? You understand? So to me, there is nothing as good as peaceful coexistence. I want a situation whereby Fubara and Nyesom Wike come together. But it's aggravating and is going beyond that. Periscopically, I'm not seeing any resolution. But if there is no resolution between these two persons, but there is resolution between the governor and the people of the state, I don't think there will be any problem. That is my personal opinion anyway. As it is today, former governor of Rivers State, Chief Nyesom Wike, is a chieftain of PDP. And I've not seen it anywhere in the world that somebody will belong to two political parties as a chieftain. It's like in America, somebody belong to the Democrat, that same person still belong to the Republican. I think it's a total abnormality. And if Tony Okocha, who was the caretaker committee chairman of APC in Rivers State, the court has nullified that now. It has been challenged, but there is no other court that has set aside that judgment. So, Tony Okocha, who's supposed to be, if he's dining and whining, playing politics, defending the chieftain of PDP, and at a particular time, He even said it verbatim. He said, Yes, Wike is their leader. If he says Yes, Wike is one of the political leaders in Rivers State, it is okay. But when a chieftain of APC is claiming that a chieftain of PDP is their leader, that is to say, the mistake made by the president in Kano that time, APPDP, that is exactly what is happening today in Rivers State. Today, in Rivers State, PDP and APC, there is no difference, except the faction of Beke, and possibly there are some other faction in PDP too. But the one people are listening to every day, people are reading about them every day, I think they are APC, PDP. It's as simple as that, which is very, very abnormal. You see, this is a very shameful situation. It's a very shameful situation. We find ourselves in that aspect in Rivers State. These men cross-carpeted from PDP to APC. They were received by the then chairman of APC in Rivers State. They gave them the party flags. They were somewhere singing and waving the flag of APC on your mandate, which I stand, and the sworn affidavit. But when the thing backfired, because I know somebody must have promised them, move, there is nothing anybody can do. Let anybody challenge you. We have the capacity. You understand? But when the thing boomerang, shamefully, these people are coming today, they say they have not decamped. You understand? When most of these things happen, some of us that have international connections and contact, they will call on us. How do you people elected those category of persons as lawmakers at the first place? Because when you are even betraying your own policy and principle, you are the father of all traitors. You understand? When the lawmakers in the state, you see in them that they are not stable, they are unstable characters. What they say yesterday, it will be red. Tomorrow, it will be blue. Next tomorrow, it will be black. Today, it will be water. Tomorrow, it will be palm oil. Next tomorrow, it will be engine oil. These are unstable characters. And whosoever that is encouraging them, I think whosoever that is encouraging them to do all this, they are just damaging their political future. Even when these people will not be out of politics, when they will be disgraced out of politics, nobody will take them seriously in the society again. Because for you to be a lawmaker in the state, I wonder when Tony Okochatu was saying no, and I was just trying to hobnob with them, I have not received them, when the whole world, the video is everywhere in the world that you receive them, at a particular time, you even refer them, and you say you are going to advise the 27 members of APC in the House of Assembly to begin an impeachment move against the governor. Did you mistake to say that time? So when you look at Tony Okocha, I don't think Tony Okocha is somebody that will be taken very seriously.
Even the president said that in his voice that
the president, when he called the intervention he did that time, he said, when your children are increasing, will you chase them away? That means Mr. President has accepted them as a member of APC. But then, this is a litmus test to our judiciary. The affidavit they sworn to, they didn't do it in Jackson Lake on Joe's house. They didn't do it in the police station. They did it in the court. And a lot of people, a lot of persons has the copy of it. At the end of the day, let this matter move. I think the next level now is the Supreme Court. If the Supreme Court ruled to say these people are still members of PDP truly, that is to say the judicial system will be killed in Nigeria. But we are waiting. People like us are waiting. We are not speaking for the court. But people like us are waiting. We know that Supreme Court will not do otherwise. And we know that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a very smart politician. When a lot of people can join you when the water is hot, to share the water. When the water is boiling, nobody will join you to share the water. The water is at the boiling point now. You will see that Mr. President will stay away. To the glory of God, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria said the President will be the governor of the Federal Capital Territory. But somebody will be appointed that will be referred to as minister. So the position of Wike is holding in Abuja is like a governor of the Federal Capital Territory. It's a big office. It's a very relevant office. A lot of Nigerians do not have any interest in River State. I doubt if there's any single Nigerian that do not have one or two interests, directly or indirectly, in the Federal Capital Territory. If you are not the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but on a daily basis, you have no protocol to see Mr. President. How much of relevancy do you want? So, to me, whatever Wike Fubara must have done to former Governor Wike is to just forgive him and ignore him and allow him to govern the state peacefully. And Wike Fubara too, the Yoruba where I come from, they say when there is dispute between the elderly and the young ones, it is the young, even if it is the senior that is wrong, it is still the young one that will still go and apologize to the senior. The two of them have known themselves. A lot of people do not even know their history. That Wike Fubara was director of finance in Obia local government under Wike.
But they debunked that.
No, I believe that is what I know. And that is what I heard. And when he became the chief of staff, he brought him to become the director of finance, government house. And after that, when he himself became governor, he promoted him to be accountant general of the state. Either that is true or false, one way or the other, let us be pragmatic. Without years of Wike, if they tell me to mention 2,000 persons that could be governor of River State 2023, I wouldn't mention Wike Fubara. And one of the reasons why Wike is kind of, because of the way Wike gave the ticket of the party to Wike Fubara, a lot of people today hate years of Wike. And most of them that fought years of Wike that time because of Wike Fubara, they are the people that are obnobbing around Wike Fubara today. If I fought some persons from hurting you yesterday, and tomorrow those are the best of friends you have, I will not be happy with you. Let us be factual. That is it. But then, the overall interest of everybody is peace. These two people can still come together. Let me refer you to something in Osun State. 1999 election, Baba Akande was the governor. Iyola Omisore was the deputy governor. The leader of the party at the national level then was late former governor of the Oyo State, late Bola Ige. When late Bola Ige was assassinated, a lot of people say, hey, it was Omisore. Based on this, the core supporters, loyalists, that they belong to the old Awoist, they were all against Omisore. They impeached him immediately. He was in prison, Agodi Ibadan, when he emerged as senator on the platform of another party, PDP then. But you know, few years back, these two arch enemies came together. They facilitated Omisore becoming the national secretary of the party. So if these two people, and a lot of them, Baba Akande, Iyola Omisore, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Olusegun Osoba, and others, if these people could come together, Wike and Fubara and Wike can come together. That is why every